Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and welcome back. You guys good? Man, I hope your weekend is going down pretty good and you having a blast wherever you're watching MisterJaay from. It's always an honor to stop by and have us chat and talk about an issue and topic, and then I love it when you guys engage MisterJaay in the comment section. Man, if this is your first time stopping by, man, I want to say I appreciate you. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching MisterJaay from. And on this vlog, I want us to talk about the creation of a Sahel passport. Yes, you remember Sahel, Burkina Faso, Mali, and the Republic of Niger. Yes, we've talked about that on this platform for so long. So we're going to talk about that passport creation. But first, if you're not done it, please pause for a minute, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and be part of the family. Feel me? So, ladies and gentlemen, the Sahel region has been in the news for so long now that you cannot go a couple of days without something new coming out of that part of Africa. Now, if you don't know what the Sahel region is, it's that region up north. Like, it's not really up north, in between the west and up north, and Niger, the Republic of Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, all the way to Senegal. Now, let me say this. We have been talking a whole lot, and we have been seeing a whole lot of changes that these young leaders have been put in place. Now, if you don't know who these leaders are, when we talk about the Sahel region, there was the creation recently of an alliance. It's like a confederation. It's made up of the Republic of Mali, the Republic of Burkina Faso, and the Republic of Niger. And other strong men, Colonel Assimi Goïta for Mali, and Captain Ibrahim Traoré, and General Brigadier Abdurrahman Chani. These folks decided that, you know what, enough is enough. We need to come together, we need to protect each other, and we need to ensure that we stand strong. Whoever wants to attack one of us, all of us, they will need to face all of us. So they formed the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, and as quickly as fast as they came out, mind you, all these things started up like 3 years ago, because Colonel Assimi Goïta in Mali has been there for 3 years, and now Burkina Faso's president, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, 2 years, and then the Republic of Niger is talking about 2 years. And the first most important thing that these guys did was they cut all links with former colonial master France. And we all know that wherever France is in Africa, that country is doing no good, because France uses these countries as a source for the raw and cheap natural resources for their home industries back in France. Now, these folks have been taking steps. They have been moving expeditiously towards a common goal, and we are starting to see that it is actually really possible for this whole dream of one Africa, one government, one army, and one everything is feasible through the AES, because they are bonding. They are, man, look, they mean business. I mean, like, they stepped away from ECOWAS. I have never ever understood why an organization that is supposed to mend for Africans is actually strings are being pulled from afar. And we know that in the ECOWAS, we know that a whole lot of Western countries are pulling strings left and right, especially France with our European allies. But that's not a conversation for today. Our conversation is the recent creation of a free movement in between the AES states, citizens from Mali, citizens from Burkina Faso, citizens from the Republic of Niger. They can move in and out freely. It's a borderless confederation. You don't need a visa if you're from Burkina Faso to visit the Republic of Niger and the Republic of Mali. You don't need a visa if you want to go from Mali. If you're sitting in Mali, you want to go to Burkina Faso and Niger, and vice versa. Now, we have had Pan-Africanists in the history of the independence of Africa who have called and they have prayed that such a thing can happen. And these folks, we all know what happened to them. And the recent one was Muammar Gaddafi, and he was taken out. But you see, the creation and the whole issue of social media has actually played a good role in this whole AES movement and their growth. These folks have been able to do all that they're doing based on social media, and of course, we all know, man, elephant in the room, their complete connection, disconnection from the West, and connection to Russia. And Russia is actually looking for, they have been looking for partners in Africa who would totally disconnect from the West, and they will use these partners as a stronghold in Africa. And for the good of these people, let us not say that on this vlog. I don't want to just sound like, Russia is using these folks for any other thing. Like some of those who are supporting the West and the allies, American stuff, they would definitely think about it that way. But see, Russia is helping these people liberate themselves from some of these kleptomaniacs, some of these Western hegemonies who think that they are supposed to be controlling every aspect of people around the world, especially those in Africa. Now, one of the most recent steps that this AES Confederation in Africa have done is they have come up with their own passport. Burkina Faso announced the passport a couple of weeks ago, and then recently we are getting the whole announcement of a Sahel passport. I just want to say this before we proceed. If you know how MisterJaay can get his hands on one of those passports, let me know, because I definitely would like to own one of that passport, because it is my dream that we get to the level where in Africa we don't need to stress a whole lot to move from east to west, north to south. Because now, as it is in Africa, you want to go this way, you need a visa. You want to go that way, you need a visa. And then we call ourselves Africans. We call ourselves Motherlandians. We call ourselves one people. But this is not true. But you see, the AES, these leaders, they are proving to the world that, you know what? This is a reality. This is something that we can achieve. And they are going after it exponentially. They first came out of ECOWAS individually. And what happened? The West and in compliance with some of these, these greedy, crazy African leaders who do not understand that they are being manipulated, they say, we're going to place sanctions on you. So what did they do? Hey, they want to place sanctions on us for coming out from a trap, from bondage. Let's protect ourselves. Let's work together. So they created the AES. That notwithstanding, they decided, now that we have the AES in place, let's work as a one people. Yes, we got three leaders, but let's form this strong, powerful pact that our people are going to benefit. Now, what these guys are doing, ladies and gentlemen, this is what African leaders are supposed to be doing. This is what some of these puppets that we have in place. We have old people in place, almost 100 years old, still trying to stick in power rather than handing over to the next generation. We have people, puppets, in the names of leadership, who sell resources of their countries and they enrich themselves and the family and the cliques at the detriment of other ordinary citizens. But these guys are saying, you know what? No. If you want to do business as a citizen of an AES state, you can go anywhere you want to and do your business. And I bet you that there will be less taxing. There will be no taxing, actually. They will be able to be flexible. Think about an Africa where an African child can leave North Africa or West Africa and move to the center without any ease, move to South, move to this and that, and shuttle and do business. Think about the possibility of somebody in the East can actually move with your currency and go to the West and buy business, do things, and take it back at, man, the funny thing is this, man. These colonial masters, they have divided us and separated us for so long that they are enjoying this union back in Europe, whereas they want the African countries to be separated. This is crazy. Now let's go back to this whole passport thing. Now, when will it be available? That MisterJaay doesn't know. And is this a good idea? Of course it's a great idea. Think about Africa just having one passport where any child born in the continent, you can have the passport and then you can travel all over to study, for business, whatever. Think about that possibility, because now as it is, the European Union, somebody can wake up in the morning from France and they go have dinner or they spend the night in Germany, and they leave from Germany and they go to Greece, just like that. Freedom of movement. This is a good start. And you see these three leaders? The West keeps calling them military regimes, military juntas, just to make them look like these bad people. But they are no bad people. We understand what they're doing. And these Western medias, they are just trying to paint these people as bad. Whereas these people are doing phenomenal jobs for their citizens. They are doing epically good for their citizens. And let me tell you, give it 5-10 years from now, Africa's going to understand. How do we know that they are doing a good job? If they were not doing such a good job, there wouldn't be attempts to assassinate some of them. Now, we've had a whole lot of coup plots that has been with the help of Russia exposed. So I will end this vlog by asking you, do you think that this is a good move? Do you think that these three leaders are giving the middle finger to all of these Western puppets in Africa? Do you think that every African leadership, they need to be looking up to these people and ask them, what is it that you are doing that we cannot do and we are not doing? Leave your comment. And that is my time. Stay blessed. Peace.